What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you another edition of Gundam Customs. And today I am going to build the 1/44 scale Gundam G-Self from the new Gundam anime series, Gundam Reconguista in G. The G-Self kit, which many people will refer to it as the G-Selfie, is the protagonist mobile suit that we are seeing in the new TV series created by Tomino. And it is unique as it is. Not many people are slowly absorbing it, you could say. It's a weird looking mobile suit where well, clearly this is Tomino's baby, of course. And the most unique feature, of course, is the forward V-fin, where it's facing forward. Almost has the same look that you see Frieza had in its original form in the Dragon Ball series. Yet it has many features reminiscent to older, to past Gundams. I feel, it has a little bit of a seed look to it, and quite possibly, yeah, maybe RX here and there, but it has a seed feel to it for some odd reason. Now we've already seen a few episodes of the series. So far, it has some legs. Well, pretty much any Gundam series has legs either way, but it's one of those. For this year, it's kind of weird because it's the first time we're seeing two Gundam series go back to back. The new series from Tomino and the other one for the Build Fighters second season. But right now we're going to work on this guy. And as you see here in the box, you see the front of the kit, how it looks. This is, of course, the atmospheric version of this kit. The space version will be coming out sometime in December. The orbital version, I think it's called suborbital. I could be wrong. So we have the front part of the kit, the rear part, some of the features of this kit where the thrusters go up and down. Pretty much arms and legs are maneuverable. Comes with its signature beam rifle, shield, and 2 beam sabers. Then, of course, we got a little bio on this G-Self and the main character itself who pilots the kit. And then the storyline. This kit retails at 1,600 yen. Excuse me. And I picked this up at Comic-Con for $22. Good deal. Very good deal. So let's look at the contents of this kit and see what we have to work with. Now, first off, the mold is not pure white. It's more like an off-white with a hint of blue. Very, very unique color for this. See the shield, I see portions of the backpack of the wing. Pretty much everything represents the kit. This comes with decals, of course, stickers, excuse me, not decals. And I see some parts that looks like it needs to be painted. Specifically, the head. We'll cover that in a moment. Now this kit comes with clear parts here. I see portions of the knee. Don't know what these are. Again, this is the first time I'm looking at this, so we'll review the manual. Inner frame parts, beam saber parts, thruster parts, hands, all that stuff. We see the red parts here that represent the rib trim. And then more blue parts, shield, shoulder, feet, and chest area. And then very few yellow parts, specifically the vents and other parts as well. Then, of course, the 2 beam sabers, very thin beam sabers. Of course, here's the manual. I was hoping to get the grimoire that came out recently but it didn't make it to Comic-Con, so I'll visit my buddies at Gundam Planet and see if they have it in time for me to look at it. I mean, to pick it up, excuse me. Alright, so let's look at the manual. Oh, it's a different type of manual setup, unlike the normal high-grade manuals. But we have the page where it covers all the parts. You see that the first thing it'll ask you to make would be the head, which is pretty big, followed by the body unit. Looks very simple. Then the waist, followed by the arms, both left. Oh wow, it covers both left and right arms. So instead of like condensing the pages, so you can just show, oh, you spelled this twice. It'll cover both left and right arm, and of course left and right leg. That's new. Then of course the final assembly of the kit, and then on the color page, it's pretty much the assembly of the backpack and weapon, shield, and then final assembly. Then we have close-up shots of the G-Self, very close here. Talking about the Memoir a moment ago. There's the Montero, which came out in episode 3 of the series, and then the color guide. Clearly, you see pure white, which I don't understand. Why would you do pure white and yet you have an off-color blue, white color? I have no idea. A light blue, a darker shade of blue, yellow, but I see some combinations there. Charcoal, black, orange, and red. All signature colors for the RX, the original RX 782. So that's pretty much it. Now then, since this is going to be a custom video, what am I going to do with it? Let's talk about that. Now then, what am I going to do with the Gundam G-Self, or G-Self as many people like to call it? Well, first off, I was going to do a metallic version of this, but somebody beat me to it. So it doesn't seem fair to me to do that for this kit. Instead, I'm just going to do what I normally do, just give it normal colors, try to get the best detail out of it as best as I possibly can. But there's a lot of colors here that I would like to fool around with and maybe change up a bit. So we're going to go with the obvious, the regular white colors. Use off-white, of course. Number 1. I have enough of this. I was originally going to do Mr. Color's White Pearl, but that will throw this off, and I'll explain that in a minute. Because, well, actually, it's easy. I'm not going to do no metallic colors on this. So putting White Pearl on this may not be the wisest choice. So that will not be used. Red, I'll use this one, 114, RML 23 red. Clearly we have parts around the waist, the wings, portions of the backpack, I believe. There's a better description. Yeah. So yeah, this red will probably not used that much, other than the fact that you'll know, that, and of course the little jewel head right here. For the grayer parts, I'm going to use, of course, dark gray number 32. For the yellow, I have this normal yellow number 4. And again, not many parts of yellow, other than I believe I'm going to be masking off parts for the shoulder, portions of the head, where the gun, the little machine guns are, and of course here, and portions of the beam rifle, which of course will be masked off to painted the white parts as well. But as for the blue, this is where I'm I'm on the fence. I was actually thinking of doing this. I was actually considering of doing light blue for the lighter blue parts, and then this normal blue for the shield, since this is the only thing that's off color. But I'm actually thinking of maybe doing what I did with my Wing Gundam Proto Zero kit, where I gave the blue a base color, and then I did a pre-shade with the white blue over it. Seems an ideal choice to do something like that. In which case, if I do this, then I'm going to have to do the pre-shading on these parts of all the whites, so I can cover it with white. And I have black. I'm going to use regular black paint for this. So yeah, that's pretty much the ideas that I'm going to be doing on this kit. I got to get started quickly because it's starting to get cold outside, and that's going to be a little bit difficult for me to airbrush in a freezing room. But I got to get started either way. Therefore, let's stop talking and let's start building Gundam G-Self Custom.